And we are live. Welcome to the pilot episode of the Garage Area NASCAR Podcast. That means only one thing. I gotta put my Chase Elliott hat on. We've got a lot to discuss. First off, yesterday was the Cup Series race at Dover, and we had some history for Hendrick Motorsports. That's right. First time ever that Hendrick drivers finished 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me pull up the NASCAR timing and scoring. Unfortunately, my NASCAR timing and scoring app that I downloaded isn't cooperating. So, let's pull that up right now. Alex Bowman won that race, beating 98 laps. Kyle Larson, 4 times he led the race, 263 laps led, and to no surprise, he finished second. That's basically a theme for Kyle Larson. Anytime he leads 150 or more laps, he ends up finishing second. So, yeah. And this is the only time we're going to Dover this year. As you recall, that around this time last year it was announced that NASCAR would be going back to the Nashville area, but at the expense of a Dover race. At the expense of the August Dover race. So, next month, we'll be heading to Nashville. But it comes at the expense of a Dover race. So, top 5 from the Drydene 400. Alex Bowman first, followed by Larson, Chase Elliott, William Byron. Hendrick domination on the podium there. Then we have Logano rounding out the top 5, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Daniel Suarez, with his best finish of the season, and Cole Custer rounding out the top 10. So, Dover being a pain in the neck as per usual. Now, I am also going to look at what Bob Pockers had to say about this. Oh, something about Bowman come up from Bob Pockers of NASCAR on Fox. Contract extension talks for Bowman the Showman are heating up. Hendrick is saying that extending Alex Bowman is a formality for a multi-year deal. So, Bowman's in a contract year. His contract comes due at the end of this year. Ally has extended, I believe, from a multi-year deal with Hendrick Motorsports, sponsored the 48. And Alex Bowman has yet to extend. So, we don't know the status of all these NASCAR driver contracts. They like to keep it top secret, hush-a-day-hush. Bowman is one of the younger drivers in the NASCAR world. He is, alongside Chase Elliott and William Byron, he's one of the big 3 at Hendrick. Of course, the 4th man on the fiddle is Kyle Larson. I still can't believe that Hendrick signed him, but hey, Rick Hendrick's wisdom far exceeds my own when it comes to this sport. Hendrick's been in this for quite a long time, and I ain't questioning him. I am not questioning Mr. Rick Hendrick. Okay. Now, we do have some comments from Rick Hendrick on seeing his cars finish 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, his cars had finished 1, 2, 3 before. Last time that his cars finished 1, 2, 3 was in, I believe, the 97 500. But here are some comments from Mr. Rick Hendrick about that 1, 2, 3, 4 finish yesterday. Let's pull that up right now.
Every time you enter a race, you'd like to see them run 1, 2, 3, 4. But the feeling is unbelievable. It was probably the longest last 100 laps that I've ever seen in a race, just because I kind of wanted to see it so bad. We're so close, and to be able to pull that off, that's kind of one of those things in racing that you would say was on your bucket list. So I'm extremely happy and proud of all the guys, and it was a great day for the organization.
And I gotta agree with you there, Mr. Rick Hendrick. It was a great day for Hendrick Motorsports. First 1, 2, 3, 4 finish. Kyle Larson, of course, finished second after leading over 200 laps. Honestly, I would be a little disappointed, but this isn't Kyle Larson. He's used to it. Kyle Larson's used to it.
We were all equal, and their picker did an awesome job. But our picker has been amazing all year too. So, like I said, I'm not disappointed or upset about this second, because I feel like there wasn't anything else I could do.
And you can tell that Kyle Larson has matured so much since his incident last year. And it's in one of my previous videos, the Kyle Larson incident. He said a forbidden word during an iRacing live stream. He lost basically everything: his sponsors, the backing of Chevrolet, the backing of Chip Ganassi. Had to start all over again, and not only has he started all over again, he's exceeded expectations. Now we've got comments from Bowman from post-race yesterday.
5 was a little bit better than us, but I knew that, I think straight up the 5 was a little bit better than us, but I knew that, track position was key, and clean air was tough today. Tougher than previous races here, I feel like, a little bit. So I just felt like if I could keep the bottom closed off, it'd be pretty hard for him to get to me, and if he did get to me, he'd have to wear stuff out pretty bad. So, my pit crew, I feel like, won the race, getting us off pit road first there. But, just really cool to get to race Kyle and have such a great day for Hendrick Motorsport. I think straight up.
Yeah. It's always been said that races are won and lost in the pits, and that was true yesterday. It came down to one last pit stop with about 70 to go, and Bowman's crew was just faster. Bowman's crew was just faster than Kyle's. There's no question about it. If you have the faster crew, you can do a lot. Now, one more Hendrick comment. It is from Chase Elliott. Let's pull that up right now.
I think we're in a good place as far as where we ended the day today. I thought we were close. Just needed to do just a tick better. Need to have a little better restarts and have just a tick more pace. But I really thought we were pretty
close. So happy with our run.
Yeah, and it was a good run from Chase Elliott. Finished third. Didn't get out to the lead at any point, but it was a good run. It was a good run all around from Chase Elliott. Anyway, people are asking how much time it should take for the 23 to be good. 23 Bubba Wallace, 2311 Motorsports. I am guessing it'll take about a year or two before they start to become like one of the elites in NASCAR. And I'm looking at what Bob Pockrass has to say about this. And he said that to evaluate the 23 team, we gotta see how they do at tracks they go to a second time this year. Tracks like a Kansas, Daytona, Las Vegas. Tracks like that. If they improve on finishes from earlier in the year, that'll be the sign of potential. So they need to improve on the tracks that they've already been to. And there will be tracks like that coming up. We'll be seeing Vegas again in September. We'll be seeing Daytona in August. We will be seeing Atlanta, July. We've already been to those tracks. We haven't been to Charlotte yet. We'll be in Charlotte in 2 weeks. And then we'll be back to Charlotte for the Roval race later in the season during the playoffs. So there's that. Now, as we move on from Dover, we are heading over to Circuit of the Americas. Circuit of the Americas, that is a 3.5 mile road course, 20 turns in Austin, Texas, for the Echo Park, Texas Grand Prix. So we take a look at chat. We don't have anyone in chat right now. I'm gonna check YouTube chat. See what the sitch is there. Do we have anyone in YouTube chat? I'm not sure if we have anyone in YouTube chat. Reshim is saying no, we don't. Let's change the thumbnail on this. Okay. We have one viewer on this. So, we were talking about Circuit of the Americas coming up. That is Sunday afternoon, 2:30. I believe it's Fox for Circuit of the Americas. If not Fox and FS1. Let me check my channel guide for this. Okay, it's not just populating on the channel guide. Echo Park, Texas Grand Prix at Circuit of the Americas. Hang on. Let me check the 2021 Cup schedule. Because I do think that it is the Fox network proper. Nope. Let me check NASCAR.com then. Schedule. And that final pit stop was with 97 to go. So I was a little off there. And it's FS1. Fox Sports 1, 2:30 p.m. Sunday afternoon. We're going 68 laps, 231 miles. Xfinity Series will be Saturday. The Pit Boss 250. Only 46 laps, 156 miles, 250 kilometers. And Camping World Truck Series, I believe that's a double header. 41 laps, 140 miles, 225 kilometers. So, Truck Series and Xfinity Series, that's going to be a double header. Trucks go off at 1, and Xfinity at 4 per NASCAR.com. What a resource that is. And I'm skipping frames. Ugh, I hate it when I skip frames. Anyway. So, yeah, we are on Circuit of the Americas. Gotta make sure I get my facts straight here. Yeah, 3.5 mile track, 20 turns, and this is going to be the inaugural race at Circuit of the Americas. It's being promoted and managed by Speedway Motorsports, Mark Smith, Eddie Gossage and Company, and this is the last major points race that Eddie Gossage is headlining, that he is promoting and managing. I talked about this in a previous Garage Area video. Gossage is retiring after the NASCAR All-Star race on June 13th. And Eddie Gossage was notorious for all these clauses in his sanctioning contracts with NASCAR and IndyCar. That NASCAR and IndyCar couldn't have races within a certain radius of Texas Motor Speedway and whatnot. Like within a 4-hour radius. And Circuit of the Americas is 3 hours away from Texas Motor Speedway. So that's what took NASCAR and IndyCar so long to host races at Circuit of the Americas. They had to wait for the previous sanctioning contract to expire. And I also read somewhere that Gossage had to lower his sanctioning fee for IndyCar to host a race at COTA, which they finally did in 2016. Now, I also read that this schedule change for this year isn't expected to be permanent, and that Gossage is expected to get back a second Cup race at Texas sometime in the future. Now we are going to be looking at Bob Pockrass again, because there's a lot to get to before COTA. First up, forecast is for rain, which I hate, but there will be rain tires at Circuit of the Americas. And there's been some questions about the qualifying format, but unless it changes, rulebook says 2 rounds, 25 minutes for the first round, and 10-minute final round for top 12. So this is going to be our first qualifying session since Daytona. But reason being is that these drivers have never seen Circuit of the Americas before. So that's the reason for qualifying in practice this time around. Also, the return of Paul Menard. He will drive a 5th truck for ThorSport at Circuit of the Americas. It'll be number 66. Let's see where that is on the entry list. Oh yeah, 44 trucks entered at Circuit of the Americas for Saturday's Toyota Tundra 225. Max field is 36, 31 by time, 5 provisionals up for grabs by owner points. 4, of course, if there's one past champion provisional. And that 66 right now is unsponsored. So, Sheldon Creed, unsponsored. 33 without a driver for Reum Brothers. 34 Lawless Allen. Without a sponsor. 34 without a sponsor, Reum Brothers. 49, no crew chief, no sponsor yet. 66 and 72. 72's got no crew chief. 66 and 72 have no sponsors. Brad Gross, no crew chief announced yet, no sponsored yet. And Christian Eckes, one of the ThorSport trucks, no sponsor yet. Now, Xfinity entry list. 36 car field, 5 by owner points. And we have 5 signal stealers in the race. What do you call them? Signal stealers or signal jumpers? I don't know. I'm going to call them signal jumpers, because that seems to be the consensus. 5 signal stealers in this. Harvick in 5. Custer in the 17. Tyler Reddick in the 31, Kyle Busch 54, and Austin Dillon in the 77. Austin Dillon racing at a track in Austin. Coincidence? I think not. 4 road course aces. Spencer Pumpelly out of the IMSA ranks in the 6. Or said, what did he say? In the 13. Also from IMSA. Andy Lally, IMSA. In 23, and Preston Pardis in the 91. Running this. And 40 cup entries for the 40 car field. The open cars are Allmendinger, Cindric, Priest, and Ty Dillon. All 40 cup entries will make the field. Justin Haley will be back for Dakota. And we have a cup debut to note. Kyle Tilley for Live Fast Motorsports will make his cup debut on Sunday. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to Kyle Tilley on making his cup debut. I'm not expecting much, but if he can complete all the laps, get some experience, I think he'll be fine. Now, the rest of the news for Coda. Starting off with Logan Bearden making his truck debut, piloting the 44 for Nice Motorsports. We also have another women driver, Michelle Abate. making her truck debut in the 30 truck for On Point Racing. We are getting word that from Bob Pockers that Coda will be an impound race. So there will be tech prior to qualifying, and then cars will be impounded for the race. So in an impound race, once the cars leave the track after qualifying, that's it. Setups are locked. You can't change anything. If they change anything, back of the field. Let's see, what else does Pockers have for us? Oh, there we are. Teams are getting 2 additional spotters for this race, because there's, 20 turns, and it's a 3.5 mile track. So, good call on NASCAR there, to allow 2 additional spotters. They're gonna need all the help they can get, in this instance. And we're seeing a pick of the pit lane for this weekend at Coda. Come on. There we go. And it's just like how they set up for IndyCar. They've put up a wall to divide the hot side and cold side of pit lane. So, yeah, it's just like IndyCar. They have a portable wall. They drop it in place by a forklift and temporary placement for certain races. Made from precast concrete, according to one user, Christopher Herbert. Question is, how are they gonna set up all the pit boxes for the individual teams? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What are we gonna call the garage? Garage? Paddocks? So many questions, so little time. So many questions, so little time, huh? I'm just scouring through Bob Pockers' Twitter, see if there's anything that I missed. Oh, and this was actually the 4th time in Cup history that a team has swept the podium, 1 through 4. But first time by Hendrick. Yeah. So that's about it from Dover and Coda. Now we'll look ahead to Charlotte. And that's going to be tricky, because Charlotte is the 600, and it could also serve as a little test session for the All-Star race, because that's coming up June 13th over at Texas Motor Speedway. And I'm still trying to piece together that format that we have for the All-Star race this year. So pardon me, dealing with allergies. There we are. This was talked about a couple weeks ago on a Garage Area video. It's 6 rounds, 100 laps. Apparently, race winner will collect $900,000, and an additional $100,000 will be presented to the fastest pit crew in a mandatory stop in round 5. So, let's go over the race format one more time. And bear with me because this is going to get confusing. The starting lineup will be set by a random draw. I have no problem with that. Round 1 is 15 laps. As soon as the checkered flag falls for round 1, the field will be inverted, starting anywhere from 8th through 12th positions. Random draw. Yeah, this is where it starts to get confusing. Round 2, 15 laps, entire field inverted. No problem with that. Round 3, 15 laps. And see round 1 for inversion procedures. Yeah. Round 4, straight 15 laps. No problem with that. Round 5, 30 laps. And the lineup for this round, it's golf. It's golf in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. Determined by cumulative finish from first 4 rounds. So, best cumulative finisher starts from pole, second best starts second, and so on. All cars have to enter the pits for a mandatory 4-tire stop during this round. Crew that does so the fastest pockets $100,000. In round 6, 10 laps. And wherever you finished from the previous round, that's where you'll start for the final 10 lap sprint. And only the green flag laps will count. So, this is going to be a total crapshoot. This is my reaction to that format. I've said this before, and I will say it again. It is a total, bona fide, country-fried, Texas-sized debacle, and why don't you just get out of here, you dumb bot. Now, here's what I'm thinking for the All-Star race format for Texas. Still 100 laps, but we do it in 4 25-lap quarters, like they used to do. But a field inversion, full field inversion, after each segment. And bottom 5 get eliminated after each segment. So it brings back like the 2002 Winston format. 2002 All-Star race format. When they had field inversion and they had eliminations. Simple, easy to understand, easy to follow. The way Gossage has it now, it's brutal. Even the hardcore fans, myself included, can't follow this. It's ridiculous. Eddie Gossage, I know you're on your way out. I know you're out after this All-Star race. But this is way confusing. I know you like to go big, but please, go big and make it easy for the fans to follow. I can't stress this enough. Now, oh my god. Pardon the background noise, I've got Monsters Inc. going on my TV, one of my favorite Disney Pixar films. But anyway, let's get to some picks for Circuit of the Americas. Now, this track is a big fat crapshoot. None of these drivers have ever seen it before, and it's going to be tough to make some picks for this track. It really is. I'm going to start with the Truck Series. I'm going to go with a safe bet, John Hunter Nemechek. Granted, he does not have much in the way of road course experience, but he's a safe bet to win each and every time out in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. I'm going to go John Hunter Nemechek. In the Xfinity Series, I'm going to go with another safe bet to win each time out, especially on road courses. This is because he has IndyCar experience, he has Champ Car experience, he's won on road courses in the Cup Series, he's won in the Xfinity Series on road courses. I'm going to go with, from Los Gatos, California, AJ Allmendinger. Yes, AJ Allmendinger is my pick to win at COTA in the Xfinity Series. Now, for the Cup Series. Again, this is a crapshoot. A total crapshoot. And I'm going to go with a dark horse pick here. This guy has little road experience, but this is a home track for him. So, this may bring some bonus points. And some incentive for him. I'm going to go with Chris Buescher to win a COTA. That one, I think he'll do well, considering this is a home race for him. He's from nearby Prosper, Texas. And it would not surprise me to see someone outside the top 16 do well here, if not win. It would throw a real wrench into the chase picture. It would tear the entire chase picture asunder, and it would just be a total bracket buster, to use a college basketball term. It would be a bracket buster for sure to see a guy like a Chris Buescher or an Austin Dillon just come out of nowhere and bust into the playoffs, bust into the chase with a win at COTA. A history-making win because it's the inaugural race at Circuit of the Americas. Anyway, where am I at? I am at 38 minutes. So, whew, a lot to talk about. We're getting fans back in the stands. We're getting expanded capacity for upcoming races. This is going to be a wild next few weeks of NASCAR. Starting with COTA and going to Charlotte, going to Sonoma in a couple of weeks, going to Pocono later, Nashville on my birthday. This is going to be wild. And I'm going to be back at you Sunday with a live reaction, live play-by-play of the Echo Park Texas Grand Prix. I'm going to be at you Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, right here on Twitch and YouTube, for a live play-by-play and reaction of the inaugural Echo Park Texas Grand Prix from Circuit of the Americas. Mike, signing off.